influential, prominent, and profound English philosopher of the 16th, 17th century, Thomas Hobbes said, "It is not wisdom but authority that makes the law," meaning the creation and the formulation of law in a society has always been possible because of the existence of authority in the first place, and that means authority, power, and influence determines law and its creation and application upon the people in a society. And wisdom actually has never been able to determine any kind of law in any part or region of the world in any society throughout ages and histories. And that means wisdom actually serves only the person to live with happiness, content, peace, and satisfaction, and allows him to make reasonable decisions and rational choices. But it actually has nothing to do with the acquisition of power, the pursuit of authority, or the obviously obtainment of influence over anyone under any circumstance and situation. So the creation, the formulation, and the eventual application of law and its enforcement in society is because of higher sources of power and authorities that determine the fate of the people, and that also create laws that are arbitrary, senseless, and unnecessary, and that harm the poor people's rights to expression, speech, and also violate their sovereignty, and sometimes take away their rights of equality and justice as well. And that means law primarily and principally benefits the rich, influential, and wealthy people in society, and it actually has very little to do with the poor and the uninfluential, uneducated people in society, because law is based on authority. Authority creates law, and authority actually exploits those whom it favors. And that means if the laws and the authority decide to favor some people, then they are going to extract a lot of money from those people. So those people have to be influential, rich, and wealthy in their lives in order to make law a tool for the satisfaction of their own desires and intentions that may be evil or sometimes vicious also. And that means authority ultimately makes a law which is then applied and enforced upon people, and it's actually imposed without anyone's will, permission, or approval, because the government is based on authority and it decides laws without actually seeking anyone's recognition or approval or permission. It does not discuss anything